Hello everyone, welcome to Sacred Knots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading, we're going to find out what Spirit has to say regarding your relationship situation. So this is a message for those of you who are in a relationship and also those who are not or desiring a relationship. We want to see what the universe source has to say about just relationships in general, and yeah, we'll just take it from there. So I'm going to pull a card from the Oracle of Lotus. Okay, so we're going to see what this universe source feel about relationships, this topic. The moon. Okay, card number 39, the moon. So it reduces to 3. I'm seeing the earth and the moon changing, like the cycles of the moon. So it's like it's ever changing, or it's just the idea or the belief of relationships are changing. The way we view relationships. So it's almost asking me, can you be a little bit more specific? What do you mean? Like what type of relationships? Are we talking about friendships, family, business? But it is giving me a vibe of what's the definition of a relationship? I know that sounds crazy, but it's like the way we viewed relationships in the past, it is not like that now, right? You could be with someone for a few years and it will be considered you guys dating. Not that is my significant other. That is my boyfriend. That is my girlfriend. We're dating. No label. No type of commitment. It's like not claiming a person or the status of a situation or claiming a situation. So there is a lack of that. We do have here though the two at the opposite ends. It's like the moon reversed. So it is giving me masculine and feminine energy. And of course we have the new moon and the full moon. So it's like respecting our differences of opinions and feelings, right? And learning how to find balance and working with one another. With the moon appearing as well, and with it being 39 reducing to 3, this is something that we're not seeing. Okay? This is an aspect where we're not respecting ourselves and each other. We're not doing that. It's very self-based when it comes to a connection, a union. Yes, it is okay to look after the self, but when you are in a connection, it is also important to nurture that without losing yourself. It's also given me with the cycles of the moon, how quickly people are jumping in one relationship and out, and then jumping into the next. Again, there's not much staying power. We have the earth here as well. This is that sacred self. This represents stability, structure, growth. So it's working through the various emotions or states of being. Working through it, understanding it. Ourselves and what we desire for a relationship, or what we desire from a relationship, and putting it into practice. The moon, it's deep emotions. There is a deep knowing and awareness of this. But the desire to ignore it or to have a new way of doing things. It is giving me that there is an original way and we're creating new ways of labeling or being in relationships. So Spirit is like, well, how can I speak on that or offer my guidance when things have changed so much, because no matter what I say, it may offend some and it may frighten some. It is giving me there was something created and it's all changed, but people are acting like they don't know what it is. It's the moon is giving me it is deep rooted and instilled in us. Wow. Stars surrounding the moon. So we have here distant memories I'm hearing, but ways of healing, greater understanding. Okay, so we have here card number 18, Pentip. 18 reducing to 9. So there's a closing out of a cycle. Pentip represents communication. So it speaks on communicating. It is stressed heavily, and we all are aware of this, but we also don't want to be aware of it. So we're aware of it, that there's a need for communication, but we choose to ignore it. We choose to turn a blind eye to that wisdom, that knowing. Okay. Now with the 3 from the 39 card, it's like two individuals who are whole and balanced coming together to make one. So Spirit created a system. We're meant to be aware of ourselves, putting the system into practice so that when we do come together to complete the whole, and that involves also procreating, etc., that we're all like whole beings. We're all on the same page. We're balanced. We're in harmony. You see what I mean? So there is a strong need to have clear communication with those you are interacting with. And with it being 9, we're talking about honest communication. So no beating around the bush. Okay? No beating around the bush does not mean being harsh. It's being honest. Okay? We have also with the Pentip messages, signs are given to you as to how you're meant to conduct yourself in the relationship, right? Or in your next relationship, or how you should be, right? If you want to have something that has meaning. We have here learning, babies. So the moon also represents the mother energy, right? So are we repeating patterns from the past? Or are we going against good advice from our mothers or those from the past? Are we choosing to deliberately be different for the sake of? But there's a strong emphasis here on procreation when it comes to relationships. And it is pretty obvious that when we are connecting with spirit, there is a blueprint for how the feminine and masculine are meant to work together to be in harmony. It does involve procreation, expanding the human race. It will be cut and dry. It is speaking on a need for that. Now, I'm not saying just go out there and senselessly just have babies with people, but this is actually taking your relationship seriously. It also means that these are for those who are single or wanting to be in a relationship, knowing why you want to be in the relationship. Is this someone that you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with? Are they at the right place in their lives to commit, to start a family, etc., etc.? It's being more serious about your choices of partners, the purpose of your relationship, and where do you see yourself in the future when it comes to your relationships. But also looking out for red flags and not accepting less or disrespecting yourself in your relationships, or being disrespected in your relationships. There is great significance here. Now, if you're in a relationship, it's really, really focusing on clear communication, especially when it comes to starting a family, being on the same page. Okay. It's like breaking negative patterns from, whether it be your parents or ancestors as well. That one flew. Okay, so we have here Daughter of Wands. So the Page of Wands. Okay, another young card. But this is all about the experience as well. So for those of you who are single and you are seeking a partner, it's calling to not jump into anything too quickly. This is actually feeling the person out, seeing where they're at mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? Making sure that they have their life together. And if that is not the case, needing for them to start getting their lives together before you get involved. You see what I mean? Now, if you're in a relationship, this is actually learning to be more fun and doing fun things. Being less rigid, not moving too quickly, allowing things to flow and unfold naturally. Having full experiences for yourself, developing and growing individually, and giving your relationship room to breathe in order to have the next milestones fall into place. Okay, I'm going to pull another one. We have at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting, Ace of Swords. Again, another card of communication. Daughter of Swords. Again, these are very young cards. So I won't be surprised if some of you are actually thinking about having kids, right? And we have daughter here twice, so it could indicate that you're having girls. Now, swords and wands, they do represent the male energy, right? But, hey. So with the Page of Swords, I'm getting like an imagination, creative ways of expression or creative things that you're doing, fun activities together, right? Where you're able to laugh, it's not heavy, right? It's not, well, I'm doing this because it will lead to that particular outcome. It's actually, I'm doing this because I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying us in the moment, the relationship in the moment. That's what I'm picking up with these. It's being present with the Swords card as well while doing this. And what it's also telling me with the swords and the wands is being mindful of your actions and how you are coming across. And with it being young cards, even the subtle actions, okay, they have great impact. So being mindful of that, especially if it is a negative action. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's get one more card and then we'll close it out. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is like long-term investment. So we have a yes here, and that is confirming the message of this reading. And we do have here the solar plexus chakra, Saturn in Taurus. Now, Taurus, the finer things in life. Taurus, stability. Saturn, structure, order, allowing things. It's like everything has its place, or everything has a time when it will unfold. Now, this card here speaks on that. It's like, what are we putting our energies towards? But knowing what the return will be. So you're investing your time and energy into something, but if you're investing in something that you know does not have longevity, then that's what you will reap. If you are investing in something that you know that is right for you, that is in alignment with you, then you will reap what you sow. It's focusing on where you put your energies, people and things that you invest your time in, the years in. Okay, with the solar plexus, that again, that represents like emotional body, but also willpower. That's the willpower center. Sometimes we put willpower and strength into things that don't serve us, into people who don't serve us, and in the long term wonder what happened, where did I go wrong. This is saying to prevent that, avoid that, by taking things slow, by looking for red flags, by knowing what you want, taking it seriously as to where and who you're going to be investing your time and energy in. And if it ain't working, then there's no need to be investing your energy and time in it. That's what this is saying. Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.